So here's the question. What does a rural Title I elementary school, a massive public school district, and a trailblazing charter campus all have in common? They each use project-based learning, not just as a teaching tool or an instructional model, but as the catalyst to transform their entire school culture. And they did it by using one sustainable 3-year model. Today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how these schools made the shift, and then how you can too. Let's start small but mighty. Dixie Elementary is a Title I elementary school that was trying to do everything right. They had hardworking teachers, they had committed leaders, they were working their curriculum, but they were stuck at a D. Right? They were doing the hard work, but it just wasn't getting there. And then they brought in project-based learning. Within 2 years, they jumped from a D to an A. And not just because of test prep, but it was not skill and drill. It was because learners were solving real problems and they became empowered problem solvers. 5th graders attended a formal lunch to learn business etiquette. That's awesome. You talk about employability skills, it's all over that. 3rd graders redesigned their playground to be more inclusive. So if we have new students that come, what might they need to be safe on our playgrounds? Kindergartners reimagined the school's fire escape routes. That's super important when you're 6 years old. It's amazing. And here's the thing. When you walk into Dixie now, you can feel it. The culture has changed. Teachers are lit up. Learners are engaged. Parents are involved. Everyone has a voice. It's in the culture. Next, let's zoom out, like way out. One of our partner districts had a bold goal. How do we engage 16,000 students across elementary, middle, and high school? They started in one content area, social studies. The goal was, could we increase student engagement, or how could we increase student engagement? Well, here's the thing, it worked. They didn't just want to try PBL, they wanted to live it. So here's what happened. We had, out of this social studies initiative, high schoolers pitched to the school board to install vape detectors in the bathrooms. Totally student generated. They had a concern. Elementary learners launched a campaign to eliminate invasive species in their area. Middle schoolers got involved in civic initiatives and authentic presentations. And this district didn't become a one-year wonder. They trained internal coaches. They created a PBL district coach position that allowed us to coach their coach. And it's an example, and really an awesome example, of how structures and processes can beat personality every time. You see, we coach the coach. We know PBL, and she knows their district. So the PBL training and coaching for the schools and the teachers became super customized. She knows the nuances, the initiatives of that district, and she knew the timing. She had connections there. All of those things created a sustainable coaching model, and now they're a fully self-sustaining PBL district. Hey, if you're thinking this sounds awesome and it's what you need at your school, hit the like button, because there are other educators that need to find this too. It could work at their school too. If you're super fired up, check out some resources in the description of this video. Let's jump back in. Babcock Ranch, their mascot is the Trailblazer. They're known as Trailblazers, and that is exactly what they are. You see, Babcock Ranch Neighborhood School down in Florida, it sits in the first fully solar-powered town in the US. So from day one, they've been all in on innovation. They partnered with Magnify Learning from their launch, and they started with project-based learning. Because they're a forward-thinking school, it's a forward-thinking community, it had to have some kind of schooling that was different, right? Couldn't go to a traditional model. It didn't make sense. Well, they started out in elementary. Today, they've expanded from just one elementary campus to a full K-12 powerhouse district. And their projects, they're powerful. Like, learners collaborate with city planners to create eco-efficient housing. They run public campaigns to protect local wildlife. They've even placed flowers on the tomb of the unknown soldier. Like, they're doing big, amazing things, and they're doing it strategically. Every teacher there is PBL certified. They've got a PBL coach that helps them sustain the work long term. So they've been through the 3-year process, but you'll notice that in each of these examples, there are structures in place to make sure that PBL lives beyond that 3rd year. So you don't need an outside vendor. You don't need a consultant to come in. You can do it in-house. You have internal innovation. So whether you're a small school in need of a spark, a district ready for alignment, or a charter school rewriting the rule book, the path to sustainable, transformational PBL, it looks like this. Year 1, design and vision. Your leadership teams build the vision and your teachers build out their first PBL units. Year 2, deeper practice. Now with a year of implementation under everybody's belt, leadership is magnifying the bright spots and removing barriers. Teachers are refining their original PBL units and building more PBL units based on the 6 A's of project-based learning. Year 3, you're going to sustain and scale. Create systems and processes that live beyond any one person or personality. What if somebody leaves? You still need the work to continue. You have PBL certified teachers and a plan for continuous internal innovation. We've walked this path with schools of every shape and size, and now we're inviting you to take the first step. You can follow this same plan. You can go take a visit to one of these model schools and see what it looks like, feel what it looks like, and imagine it at your school. Your learners deserve purpose, your teachers deserve joy, and your school deserves a model that lasts. You can go get a free set of resources for your leadership team and your teachers. To see all 3 years of the PBL implementation in one video, check out this next video. Subscribe to the channel for a full year of PBL videos. We want you to go out and lead inspired.